Hello my friends, today we bring you Roselyn Sanchez's filmography. Captain Ron. A Chicagoan inherits an old yacht. He, his wife, daughter and son fly to a Caribbean island and hire a dubious Captain Ron to sail them on an adventure to Miami. Held up. A romantic trip turns into a hilarious disaster for Michael when his partner abandons him in the desert and his car is stolen by a teenager, leading him to become a hostage during a local store robbery. Rush Hour 2. After a bombing at the United States Embassy in Hong Kong kills two agents investigating money smuggling, Inspectors Lee and James Carter hunt down the mastermind behind the attack. Boat Trip. Jerry, reeling from his breakup with fiancée Felicia, falls into depression. To cheer him up, Nick suggests they go on a singles cruise to meet new women. But as they set sail, they soon realize that something is amiss. Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker, instilled terror among the people of Los Angeles in the 1980s while managing to elude the police. Basic. After a group of American soldiers goes missing in the Colombian jungle, an official from the U.S. government's anti-drug department is assigned to investigate the case. Chasing Poppy. Thomas Fuentes leads a good life and dates three women, Cece, Lorena, and Patricia. However, when all three arrive together in Los Angeles to surprise Poppy, he finds himself in a difficult situation. Larceny. A young man from New Jersey visits his eccentric cousin in Los Angeles and is mistaken for a famous New York artist, leading to a whirlwind of chaos and unexpected opportunities. Shooting Gallery. A street-smart pool player falls in with a pack of hustlers. As he rises in the underground circuit, he lands in the middle of a match between his boss and a crooked cop. Edison. Upon discovering a den of corrupt policemen, a fresh-faced journalist makes shaky allies in a jaded reporter and investigator for a powerful district attorney. Kyo. Ivan, Julia, and Kike share a close friendship. Ivan and Julia are a couple, but they split up when Ivan is drafted and sent to Vietnam. When Ivan is reported missing for several years, Julia approaches Kike. Underclassmen. The young police officer Tracy patrols his neighborhood aboard his bicycle, hoping for the chance to one day become a real detective. Without the approval of his superior, he decides to infiltrate a private school as a student. State Property 2. Three Philadelphia-based gangsters are on a collision course with one another for turf. Alliances are forged and broken, and lifelong friendships end in violence as each crime lord schemes to get the upper hand. Yellow. Amaryllis, the young orphan dancer from Puerto Rico, pursues her dream in New York. There, she meets Miles, her neighbor, and becomes involved in a relationship with the complex Dr. Christian. The game plan. An NFL quarterback living the bachelor lifestyle discovers he has an 8-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. The perfect sleep. Against the backdrop of a noirish dreamscape, a tortured man returns to the city he swore he would never return to, in order to save the woman he has always loved yet can never have. Venus and Vegas. When three Vegas buddies attempt the score of a lifetime, they have to walk a fine line between their girlfriends who want their heads and the mobsters who want them dead. Act of Valor. When a CIA agent, embedded within a dangerous drug cartel, is exposed, a series of events will trigger the elite of the American Navy into a sequence of secret missions around the world. Death of a Vegas showgirl. Debbie dreams of becoming a star in Las Vegas, but one day, she disappears. The investigation leads to Jason and his tumultuous relationship. Traffic. In this action-packed thriller, a weekend getaway turns into terror after Brea and John accidentally stumble upon the hidden world of a brutal biker gang. A Taste of Summer. A woman moves to Bright Shore, where she opens a restaurant and rediscovers her passion. Upon arrival, she encounters a former baseball player who has a competitive streak and owns his own restaurant. An Ice Wine Christmas. One of Philadelphia's top wine sommeliers goes home to the magical vineyards of Evergreen, New York to take part in the town's annual Ice Wine Christmas Festival and Harvest. Gringa. A troubled young woman flees to Mexico in search of the father she never knew. Upon reuniting, they discover that a family can be rebuilt, even if all they have are loose pieces. Wallbanger. Caroline, a single interior designer, moves into what seems to be the perfect apartment but is awakened every night by her neighbor, the stranger in the wall, sparking an unexpected and tension-filled connection. Who would you like to see in the next video? Write in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.